looking at there is one of the places shrouded in mystery for people like us in the West, North Korea. Welcome to a rainy day in Dandong, China's largest city on the border with North Korea. Now, I've been here maybe a day or two. I got the train up from Beijing, and it was a bullet train going about 250 kilometers an hour, and it still took 5 hours to get here. So I'll show you on the map now the route that it took, but to scale that with the entire size of China, it's not a very large distance. So China is an absolutely huge country. Now, to be honest, there's not a lot to do in Dandong other than sort of eat Korean food. There's lots of North Korean restaurants and North Korean people that live in Dandong. I think we have a perception that nobody can ever leave North Korea, but it's not true. They cross the bridge and they come over here. I was speaking to a Russian girl yesterday that goes to university here, and she was saying that they have lots of North Korean students in the university here. So people are allowed to cross over, and Chinese people are also allowed to go over into North Korea, but they're only allowed to go to Pyongyang, and they have a lot of restrictions on what they can see and what they can do. Obviously, for someone like me with a UK passport, I'm not allowed to go over. As much as I would love to go over and have a look, it's not allowed.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock!
So down there you can see that there are some Chinese boats.
Stop the boats.
And these are Chinese tour boats that will take you close to the embankments of North Korea. And what you'll see as you walk around Dandong is there are loads of Chinese tourists and loads of vendors selling binoculars to look over into North Korea, and North Korean cigarettes and North Korean snacks. It is a tourist destination here for the Chinese people as well as for myself. Buildings like those over there are so common in China. It's everyone lives in apartments, no one lives in houses really, and they all the apartment buildings all look the same. They've clearly all been built very quickly, as you see the progression of Chinese cities from small towns and villages into large cities with giant apartment buildings.
Not a paedophile.
So I just walked into this restaurant and asked the woman to just serve me whatever she recommends, because I found that's the easiest way to get food, rather than trying to scour the menu when I can't read the language. And this is what's come out. She's taken a whole fish, like a massive fish, from the like a tank here, chopped it up, chucked it in this, along with loads of pork, dumplings, noodles, potatoes. There's probably enough stuff to feed a family of 5 here. So we'll find out how much I'm going to end up paying at the end, but there's no way I'm going to eat all this. But the food is delicious, it's lovely. I am literally sweating, it's so hot. There is, under there is a big fire that they've lit to keep this all cooking away. It's way too much food. Right, this is the amount of food I'm leaving. There's still so much. I feel bad. I don't want to waste food, but I'm so full. I've eaten way too much food, so I'm gonna go find out how much this costs. I feel like it's gonna be a lot. It was very nice, but I did not realize there would be so much food.
味道很好，但我没想到会有这么多食物。
味道很好，但我没想到会有这么多，吃不了。是吗？
It's okay? Yeah? 谢谢. I just want to show you guys the fish. Okay, 谢谢. Bye bye. Oh, okay. That was the that was the restaurant there. Do you know what? It actually wasn't so bad. I paid £16. No, £17. For all of that, so it was expensive in terms of prices for over here, but given the amount of food and given the fact that would have fed, like I said, that would have fed a family of 5, it's still very cheap. And even for me, you know, paying £17, it's a lot more than what I have been paying here, because obviously I've been paying maybe £2-3 per meal, but all things considered, given I just ate so much food I'm not going to have to eat for the rest of the day, it's not so bad. I literally thought I was going to have to pay £40, £50, something like that, for the amount of food they served me. But yeah, those fish that I just showed in the tank, she literally just picked it up with a net, just chopped it up in front of me, that poor fish. I feel bad because that fish basically died for nothing. I did not need to eat that fish. I didn't need to eat all of it anyway, and I didn't eat all of it. But yeah, anyway, we'll move on. I'm going to chill out for a bit now, try and let that food go down a bit, and then try and find a barber's, because this trim is not the one. It needs to go. So we're back, walking along the border. Now, I don't know how well the camera's picking it up there, but if you look over there, you can see lots of modern looking skyscrapers. Well, not skyscrapers, but apartment buildings. And there are rumours that they're all just empty buildings, essentially. Now, obviously, I can't speak on how true that is, but what I will show you is as the sun sets and it turns into night time, all along the strip on the Chinese side, there's lots of lights. It's very busy, very active. And when you look over to the North Korean side over there, it's very dark. There's 1 or 2 lights, so it would suggest that there's not actually people living in those buildings. And the rumours are true, that they just build them to make it look better on the border, and then obviously once you actually go past, there's nothing going on. So I'll show you that, and you can make your own mind up. But it's yeah, interesting anyway. Also, I wasn't able to find a barber's which wasn't crammed, so I didn't want to go in because I didn't want to wait, and I also kind of wanted to film in there, and I feel awkward filming in there if there is loads and loads of people in there waiting to get their haircut. So we'll go on, but yeah, you can see lots of people fishing in the river. Now, I'll be honest, I had a look in the river myself. It looks pretty gross. It's quite polluted. I'm not sure you'd want to eat a lot of the fish that comes out of there. But saying that, who knows? The fish that I ate earlier probably came out of that river. So it's night time now. I'll just show you what I was on about earlier. So you can see this is the Chinese side. Lots of bright lights, very colourful. And then I don't know how well the camera picks it up, but on the North Korean side, it's very dark. So a lot of those buildings that you might have been able to see in the light earlier now are just pitch black. They maybe have 1 or 2 lights in them. So maybe there's people living there, maybe not, who knows. But yeah, I thought I'd just show you. I don't think I've done a great job of vlogging in Dandong, to be honest, but there's just not too much to see here. But tomorrow I'm going to start trying to hitchhike, so we'll see how that goes, and hopefully I'll film a bit more of that and show you what my experience is like as I try and hitchhike through China.